Hey kids, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind and the continuing adventures of Hlena and her Guar companion Oliver. So there's some news in terms of mods for this playthrough. I noticed that last time, if you watched the last video, as soon as we arrived at Vivek, this canton over here was kind of popping in and out of view, and that's because the distant view just wasn't set far enough, and I wasn't happy with it. I don't want us to be able to see kind of the entire world at once. That would not only tax like the engine's resources and lead to lower frame rates, but I do want us to be able to kind of see a little bit further, and especially when we're in a big town like Vivek, being able to see a few cantons. So we should be able to see now, if you look at this map, we should be able to see 3 cells. Each one of these squares are cells, and the entire map is divided into cells. So 3 cells is like seeing half of Vivek, and so I think this is because we're going to Vivek in this episode, it's kind of a good episode to test that and show it off. I have also upgraded to the nightly build, 0.46 of OpenMW. So, and I've just noticed, I was a bit concerned that there might be some glitches and stuff, because I have had glitches with nightly builds in the past. So I was a bit concerned about that, but I have been playing around in this, kind of experimenting, and it is just running better than ever. It has sped up load times, and it's allowing us to run some of the graphics mods that require a nightly build, and it's just running a lot smoother. The frame rate's better, so we're going to be able to see a little bit further and have some fun graphics mods. Glow in the Dark is one that I've installed now because it requires a nightly build, so that'll be kind of cool. I guess that makes windows and lanterns glow a little bit differently, and kind of lights towns up, and also lights up interiors as well, using kind of sun rays coming through the windows. So I think that's going to be great. So I'm going to leave Oliver behind, and let's just take a quick look at our journal, because we are in the middle of the pilgrimage of the 7 graces. And okay, well, that's not what we need. Oh, we need to read the book. I think Oliver has the book. Okay, so I'll head back to Oliver. Yeah, we have a few pilgrimages to do in Vivek, and the trouble I'm gonna have with these pilgrimages is that they do require money, and we are still quite poor. So we're gonna have to sort of find a way to do it on the cheap, and also, you know, maybe try and find some money. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, we need our Pilgrim's Path book, and I just want to see if there's anything valuable that I have Oliver carrying right now, because we're definitely going to want to sell some stuff. I don't think so. Let's I'm going to sell these Guar hides, that pearl. Alright, we are still very poor. Anyway, let's open up the Pilgrim's Path. We did the Fields of Kumu. Now, to stop the moon, the Shrine of Daring. When Sheogorath rebelled against the Tribunal, he tricked the moon Dao, I guess that's the name of the moon, into forsaking its appointed path through oblivion. The mad star inspired the moon to hurl itself upon Vivek's new city, which Sheogorath claimed was built in mockery of the heavens. When Vivek learned of Sheogorath's scheme, he froze the rogue moon in the sky with a single gesture and the grace of his countenance. Overwhelmed by the courage and daring of Vivek, the moon Dao, who knows, swore itself to eternal service of the Tribunal and all its works. Thus the moon now stands guard over the palace and serves as a citadel for the temple's ordinators. The Shrine of Daring is found in the city of Vivek in the Temple District, along the western wall of the High Fane, the great Temple of Vardenfell. When you address the shrine, it is customary to leave behind a potion of rising force. Suitable potions may be purchased from the temple. Homemade potions are not acceptable. By the way, a lot of quests you'll see this homemade potions are not acceptable. I honestly think that the developers have done it that way simply because when you craft potions, the game just doesn't know how to identify them, because they have sort of different stats and things like that. So, but yeah, so you can't use homemade potions for most quests. We have to purchase them. And we are definitely going to try and find a cheap potion, because we don't need to give them a particularly valuable potion for the shrine. But anyway, we're arriving in Vivek for the first time. I really feel like this city is one of the most impressive cities ever made in a video game. You know, you play games like, I don't know, GTA 5, and you have these huge sprawling cities, and I just think that with the technology of the day in 2002, they kind of came up with this ingenious way of making a city that's very, very big without kind of affecting frame rate by making these huge cantons where everything happens inside. So it's a way to kind of break the city up into different segments and not tax older computers or gaming systems resources, but still provide this like really sprawling, cool city. So let's just talk to this guy and get a little bit of sense of what's going on in Vivec here. All right, so he's a gondolier. I can carry you by gondola to the arena in the center of Vivec, or to Hlaalu compound, or to Telvanni compound to the east. Let's ask about specific place. Vivec has 8 cantons. On a map, it looks like a cross, with the foreign quarter at the top, the temple compound with Vivec's palace, the High Fane, the Ministry of Truth, and the Hall of Wisdom and the Hall of Justice at the bottom. Hlaalu compound. Yeah, so he's telling us about all the different cantons. And just ways to get around. We can take the Silt Strider, which I believe is sort of over here. Oh yeah, we can see it there. And yeah, so we can travel around Vivec using these gondolas, but even the gondolas are a little bit expensive, and I think we're gonna walk around and kind of explore. So let's just ask about the different cantons. Vivec's cantons are buildings with many levels. The upper works are the rooftops with the shops and the rich folks' manors. The waste works are the next tier down, usually shops and guilds, with some apartments. Canal side is the lowest level, where poor folks live. The underworks are sewers below canal side. Only grubbers and cleaners go down there. The corridors are like mazes, so watch how you go. The temple built all the cantons and leases them to shops, guilds, and residents. Alright. So, I don't think he talks about all of them, does he? We have the Hlaalu compound, the Telvanni compounds, the Redoran compounds. Those are pretty self-explanatory. The arena, St. Delin canton, St. Olm's canton. I'll read these later if we ever need to go to those particular cantons. But I think that we want to go to the foreign, what is it called? The foreign canton or whatever. Because I think there's a lot of merchants in here, and I think we need to find that potion. Foreign quarter, that's what it's called. All right, foreign quarter, lower waste works. Yeah, it looks like these. I don't know if these candles are affected by glow in the dark, but anyway, we'll figure all that out as we go along. I need to find a shop that sells potions. Oh, there's an ordinator. Justice never sleeps. Amcivi watches over you, or Amcivi watch over you. Funny thing, a lot of people don't realize that Amcivi is actually the names of the 3 tribunal gods combined into one word, so that's why it's Amcivi watch over you, rather than Amcivi watches over you. It's not one god; it's the tribunal.
What is it, citizen?
So that's kind of a fun fact. Oh, this guy's cool. Aradrian Fletcher. I think this is the best archery shop in the game. I want to kind of take a look at what Aradrian has. Yeah, we got some great loot in here. I don't think we're gonna buy anything just right now, but it's good to know about. Lots of really cool stuff, and I think a lot of these restock as well. Bone mold longbow, that would be a great bow to have. Crossbows, short bow, steel longbow. I thought there was maybe even an ebony longbow here, but maybe not. By the way, I think that this nightly build has added this, which is a really cool feature. We can search. We can type words in here and it will search and find us. So that's really good. Once our inventory starts to get really filled up, that will be super useful. Anyway, good sort of know about. We will definitely be back. That's going to be, I think, an essential supplier for our mission as a hunter in this game. Are there more merchants here? we got... That's a corner club.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I don't think there's any shops down those corridors. That leads to the upper wasteworks.
I could kill that one.
Apothecary. Alright, so apothecaries are alchemists.
Yes.
What do you want? Let's see here. See if she has... Rising Force is what the potion that we need. I don't know if she has it. Someone's got to have it in here. Yeah. Well, while we're here. Oof. We are getting a really bad price. I don't know, maybe we'll try another vendor. Whatever. Maybe she has a really, really high mercantile score. I think the mercantile score affects... Oh, we got another alchemist here. Andelu Drothan.
What is this about?
Alright. What have you got? Telvanni Bug Musk, that's useful. Standard Rising Force, okay. Can we get a cheap one? Oh, see, I should use this. This will save us a lot of time. I'm gonna see if we can do better than that. Maybe we can go down to, maybe we can go downstairs. Because the poor area is supposed to be downstairs.
Yes,
But this is good. We're starting to get a sense of the merchants. How do I get down? Oh, here. Starting to get a sense of the merchants in the foreign quarter, which I think is pretty important as an outlander. We need to. This is probably the area of Vivec where we're most welcome. So, good to know. Canal works. Are there merchants down here? God, I've played this game so many times and I can just never remember. I can never remember how to navigate Vivec. Okay, this is a clothier, right? A trader.
Learn by serving, layman.
Don't suppose you have any potions? Not really. We can offer a spoiled potion to the shrine. That would be pretty hilarious. But I don't think we're going to be that cheap. Foreign quarter tomb. That sounds ominous. Ah, and this is an imperial shrine, I guess. Can you tell me anything about services? If you're with an Imperial Guild, go to the Foreign Quarter. If you serve a Great House, Lalu Compound, Red Room Compound, Telvanni Compound. If you belong to the Temple, go to the High Fane. Beyond that, there are many independent smiths, traders, alchemists, clothiers, booksellers, craftsmen, tradesmen, trainers of all sorts in the cantons. You just have to look around.
What's
well,
this about?
We will. We will look around. I don't think there's any shops in the Underworks. This is cool. I think this is one of the mods has replaced these, like this wall art scroll. What is it? Some kind of tapestry or something. And it's higher resolution. All right. Well, let's go upstairs and
Citizen.
We'll just buy that standard Rising Force potion. I think it's 35 or something, which we can sort of almost barely afford. Yeah, this way I think.
You may speak.
Alright, sell those. Oh yeah, much better price. I think that other woman was just a real snob, frankly. Yeah, we will be needing to get that alchemy equipment sooner rather than later. This is just so awesome. I'm not sure, maybe it was in the previous version and I just didn't notice, but it's just going to be really, really useful. Awesome. So, we have what we need. Let's head back outside and make our way to the temple, the High Fane, I guess.
Beyond measure, outback.
Can I? How do I get out? I think I need to go... Do I need to go down a level? I think I might. Yeah, you get some really nice views from these cantons, especially if we get high up. But we can see, you know, we can see a fair distance. I think the view will, in this particular video, because we're in Vivec, may actually still look kind of limited. I think, you know, it's sort of, I think realistically we'd be able to see a little bit farther on a clear day like this, but I'm kind of balancing it because if we can see too far, then, you know, if we can just sort of see the Red Mountain from everywhere, then the world will look pretty small. Although with Tamriel Rebuilt, certainly there's lots to see. The map is much bigger than... There's the High Fane there, we can see it. If we get onto one of these bridges, we can sort of get a sense of how far we can see. Like, we can see all the way to the boat there, and we can see the moon, there's the moon. So, yeah, I feel like we can kind of see most of the city at once. I'm pretty happy with that view distance. So let's go do this pilgrimage. I have heard that there are also pilgrimage quests on the mainland. Spoilers, but I think that's going to be a really, really cool way. I've never done them before, and I have not explored much of the mainland, so I think that's going to be like an ideal temple pilgrimage quest, an ideal way to explore
What words do you have?
some of the mainlands. So, really looking forward to that. I will be taking there as soon as I can find a reason. Alright. I think the shrine is... Where is the shrine? Is it up here? And there's the, I think that's the Arch Cannon or whatever, the leader of the temple. Maybe we can go talk to,
Go ahead,
him or
Outlander.
her-
What do you
her.
need?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? You won't really talk about much, will you? What could kill two Ordinators before they draw their weapons? Slit their throats. Happened right here in Vivec. Must be a sorcerer or vampire. The Office of the Watch in the Hall of Justice is worried about sending their own Ordinators after this killer. The rumor is that the Office of the Watch is looking for outside help. You're an Outlander. Did you know that 5 other Outlanders were killed just the same way? Well, that's interesting. I don't know if we want to go investigating that right away, especially considering we're still a very, very low-level character. Yeah, so, again, just talking about the view here, we can see all the way to Ebonheart, so that's really cool. We're also, this is what we're looking at. If we look at the world map here, we are looking at that little chunk of the Ascadian Isles, but we will be able to see the mainland, I think. In fact... No, I don't think we're seeing the mainland right now, but anyway, let's do this first. Shrine to stop the moon. Would you like to donate a potion of rising force and ask for a blessing? Yes. The grace of daring. Thank you for your daring, Lord Vivec. I shall not shun risk nor hide behind the mask of cautious counsel, for fortune favors the bold. And this is one of the most fun little kind of quests in the game because it gives us the Stop the Moon blessing, which is 100 points of levitate, and I guess we're getting the actual duration here. I don't know, that's something I've set up in OpenMW to give us a little more detail on these little tooltips here. 23 minutes and 47 seconds. Well, So 100 points of levitate, by the way. It allows you to levitate obviously as high as you want. Oh look, another moon. But it also, like 100 points is very fast. So we can also move around the world very, very quickly. It looks really silly to do it that way, but yeah. So now we are looking at the mainland. I think that Dwemer, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Dwemer ruin over there is on the mainland. I think that those little land masses there are these islands. So yeah, it's kind of cool though. Again, I feel like you know, if we look this way, we can see we can't see across this sea. So that's kind of cool. We'll still when we're on the coastal areas that don't have a sort of landmass like here, we might be able to see across, but I also like to kind of preserve the notion that the sea is wide. But yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna fly around a bit before we do those other shrines, those other pilgrimages. I want to fly around a bit and explore because we can see real far, and yeah. Also, we can do a bit of hunting because we do have some arrows. No, hunting from the air. Oh, need to equip those iron ones. Yeah, this is an ideal enchantment. Also, you notice that my fatigue bar is not going down, so not only can we kind of like run around in the air like this, but we don't consume fatigue while we're doing it. So we finally fight a cliff racer on their level. So yeah, the Shrine of Daring, lots of fun. Let's check out this shipwreck. Maybe we can I sneak while in the air? No. Very hard to aim while in that view. Shooting at stuff from the air. Levitation. Morrowind's levitation is so silly, but so awesome. I mean, this is silly, honestly. Like, it's a really silly way to move around in the world. But I guess they didn't have a flying animation, so... Well, let's check out this this shipwreck. I'm going to drop a quick save, which I have not been doing, mainly because I have no idea what's in here, and we might die. Uncharted shipwreck cabin. Oh, I can't sneak, unfortunately, but that's okay. Ooh, what do we got here? Steel Blade of the Heavens. Wow. Okay, so we found a short blade, which is better than our current short blade. No, it's not as good in terms of damage, but it lets us levitate. So that's fucking awesome. And I think this is leveled loot, so I think that's just kind of randomly chosen in that box. But levitate 50 points for 30 seconds, that's really good. That's awesome. So, yep. As tempted as I am to sell that because we need money, I'm not going to. What do we got here? Wow, 100 gold. Sweet. We've really hit the jackpot with this, okay, moon sugar. Do I think Hlena is going to be dealing in drugs? I mean, we are kind of into alchemy, and to be honest, I don't know if she likes the idea, but I don't think she has a choice. I think she's just too poor. Besides, what's his name there, the Blades trainer, he told us who we could sell it to, so I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to grab him, and we will consider that later. Nice kind of afternoon, late afternoon sun. We got some pearls down there as well. Oh my god. That is a longsword. Let's kill that guy quickly. Awesome. Bone meal. What? Wait, how valuable is that sword? Iron claymore. I'll take it. That's too heavy. What do we got here? Salt rice, super useful. Oh, there's another level. Hopefully not infested with skeletons. Low quality chest. A expensive amulet and low quality stuff. Okay. Oh, amazing. Wow. Well, we are not going to need arrows for a long time. Yeah, we're going to be quickly over encumbered though. Each one of them weighs, so it weighs like 25 or something. I'm taking them. I'm taking them all. Oliver is going to have a big old bag of arrows on his back. Well, oh, is there another level? I think there's another trapdoor. Quick save. Oh, rat. We can deal with... Oh, 2 rats. Sweet. Just levitating around in an abandoned shipwreck. None of this ship is underwater, which is kind of nice. What do we got here? More drugs. More arrows. I don't know. 500? I'm gonna leave them. Wait, how much are they worth? I could sell them. Well, I guess that's happening. Okay, we are now basically a syndicated drug dealer at this point. Might be... Well, no, you know what? Again, I think that Hlena just needs the money. I think it's simple as that. Wow. You know, shipwrecks... I often forget about shipwrecks because you spend so much time on land in this game, but yeah, shipwrecks are often very lucrative. I think we've just fixed our money problems for quite some time. So I think we are going to maybe finish up these shrines, and then we're gonna have to head back to Oliver to stash these drugs. How much more of this levitation magical power do I have? 19 minutes. Okay. Oops. Yeah. So, nothing but good news. That was very, very lucrative. You know what? You know, instead of going to do those other shrines, I am going to just levitate over to the mainland here, and we are going to take a look at whatever's going on there. Wow, we can see kind of it's weird. When I look straight at things, I can't see as far, but when I look, I guess at the edge, for some reason, the edge of the screen, but we can see a very large looking, I think that's Old Ebonheart, which is one of the recent expansions. I'm not going to go on a huge trek on the mainland, but I think we're just going to take advantage of this levitation and just check out this little town here. This little, looks like a fishing village. Looking nice. You can see it kind of blends in with the Ascadian Isles. Like I don't know what this region is called to look that up, but I've got some alchemy ingredients. Temple Dome. Interesting. What do those do? Temple Dome. Blind and Burden. Willow Flower. We've seen these before. Those are not new. Just kind of make sure my levitation doesn't run out, because I don't want to get stuck over here and have to swim across and fend off a million fish on the way. I don't think we're quite strong enough to be going for long swims. Oh yeah, I'm not going to steal stuff from... Oh, pearls. I could fight that fish, or I could run away. Hey.
Yes.
Grum Groshalug. Dark Elf, could you jump down and grab my fishing pole? It's right under the pier. I went to cast my line and accidentally threw it off the pier. I jumped down myself, but this is my last pair of dry pants. That is actually a rather amusing... I can see it. Rather amusing minor quest. There it is. Thanks, Hlena. You're a real pants saver. Very funny. Take some fish for the road. 3 dried slaughterfish have been added to your inventory. Your journal has been updated. Okay.
Say your words.
Dried slaughterfish. Restore fatigue. Cool. So these are just basically restore fatigue potions. Or maybe we can mix them with other things to get a restore fatigue effect. Cool. Well, we did a quest. We did a quest on the mainland. Can you tell me something about where I am here? Not really, eh? Bol Salvani spends all day watching for his shipments of liquor to be delivered. If Gol Mok, oh that's where we are, Gol Mok were any busier, that might cut into his productivity. Yeah, so it looks like we are in the town of Gol Mok. I don't know if there are any shops here. Although, to be honest, I'm carrying a rather large quantity of contraband, so... Ooh. There's sort of a Halalu, looks like maybe a Halalu settlement up here. Hello.
What is this about?
Yes, Dark Elf, if you don't mind, you're blocking my view. It is a nice view, isn't it? I am Or Salvani, the wife of Bal Salvani. Together we preside over the business of Gol Mok. You might recognize our manor as the only quality structure in this entire hamlet. Hilarious. It is quite a nice view. God, yeah, Halalu guards for sure.
Beyond measure, Outlander.
So this is sort of a little trading port, I guess. Did I just... oh. Cool. I was trying to find the dude. What's his name there? The local Halalu guy.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Well, I feel like I'm pushing my luck with that levitation thing if I don't get going soon. We may have to leave Gol Mok. Very cool, though. Preview of things to come. What am I looking at here? Yeah, so over there, I guess we're on a little island here, but over there we see more of the mainland. Ah, there's a little bridge. Yeah, very, very tempted. I'm very tempted to just dive into all this, but I don't think we're quite there. Part of the reason is that we've been told that we need to complete these 7 pilgrimages to join the temple. I have a feeling that if we were to go to a temple on the mainland, that they might let us skip that and join it, but I don't want to do that. I kind of feel like that's sort of immersion breaking. But yeah, we have visited the mainlands, even if we only went to this tiny little port. And now we're going to head back to Vivek. Oh yeah, I think that's Old Ebonheart. I think that's what that is. There's like New Ebonheart, which is on Vardenfell, and there's Old Ebonheart, which is on the mainland. They're kind of across the strait from one another. That is a really cool looking Dwemer Ruin. How much more of this? How much more juice do I have for this levitation? 14 minutes and 45 seconds. I think I saw like a bunch of call-ups here too. So maybe before it gets too dark, I'll hop over there and also kill, kill, kill. Really excellent to take advantage of this silly levitation enchantment to practice some shooting, keeping our enemies at arm's length, or rather like 10 meters away. Yeah, I think there's call-ups here. Probably gonna get, oh boy, how many fish? One of the things is if we levitate, I think that all of these all the fish in the area. Whoa, that's a chest. More money. Hello, fish. We are getting attacked by multiple enemies. Oh yeah. Oh, I think that's a. Is that a? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a Droog dude. He could. Oh yeah, he's very strong. I'm gonna quick save. See if we can kill him. something is hitting us. You guys. I don't think we got any Droog wax, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Give me pearls. God, we are just not lucking out on this. I hope it's not one of my like leveling mods or something that's reducing a chance of getting those. Maybe it's just unlikely. Maybe the base chance is just kind of fairly unlikely. Which is fair, to be honest. Pearls are valuable. All right. Well, let's fly back to Vivek. Shoot some stuff on the way. I'm glad. I mean, I am gonna sell some of those arrows because we just have so many, and they're heavy to carry around. But also, you know, pretty soon we're gonna want to switch from using iron arrows. I mean, as we get a better bow and stuff, we'll certainly do more damage with the bow. But we also, iron arrows just don't do a lot of damage. So if we want to use archery reliably, we're gonna have to use maybe at least steel. Let's see if I can cast a healing spell. Just sort of get in the habit of that. Fail. There we go. Alright. Well, here we are, back in Vivek. And I think I'm gonna call it for this episode. Next episode we will use what levitation we have left to maybe polish up these Vivek pilgrimages, and then yeah, we'll think about what we're going to be doing next. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please share and like. Feel free to comment as well. If you know, even if you have a request for something you'd like Hlena to do, maybe that could, you know, I can entertain certain requests. Obviously, I've got some plans for this character, but I am certainly happy to take requests. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Ciao.